If you have ever lost everything, your job, your home, the one you love the most, this is for you. Hi, I'm Jazzy, and I've been through all of that in the last 20 plus years. Now, at 49, I'm starting over. I want to share my story with you, the lessons I've learned along the way, and what I'm going to do to move forward. My downfalls started when my first business failed. Before that, my life was pretty smooth. I had a lot of blessings. For instance, when I was a kid, I didn't want to go to school at all. I only started schooling at 11 years old when my grandma threatened to marry me off if I didn't. Funny enough, after just a few months in school, I ended up in the top 5 in my school for the National Primary Schools exam. Some of my relatives didn't believe it. They thought I cheated, but I kept proving them wrong. I excelled in other tests and even graduated with a degree in industrial engineering from Marquette University in the US, the first in my family to go to university and to study overseas. Right before graduating in 1998, I landed an engineering job with great perks, but that miracle era ended when my cafe business failed in 2001. From there, life threw me into a series of tough challenges. Looking back, once I've learned the lesson from each tough phase, the next challenge seems to last a bit shorter. After my cafe failure, it took me 6 years to get back on my feet. Then, in 2007, I left my job to pursue an online business. But instead of working on that business, I fell in love with rescuing dogs. I even started sharing videos of my dogs on YouTube, but I didn't earn anything from it. It was another 6 years of struggle before I returned to engineering in 2013. But not even a month in that job, one of my dog videos went viral, and not in a good way. A lot of Malays were upset because I celebrated it with my dogs. In their belief, dogs are seen as impure, and keeping them as pets is considered sinful. They accused me of insulting their religion, and I ended up spending 3 days in police custody. This event made me question why I kept going through these tough cycles, never quite reaching my goals. That search for answers led me to Abraham Hicks. After diving into their teachings, along with lessons from other spiritual teachers like Bashar, Dr. Joe Dispenza, and Dr. Wayne Dyer, things started to shift for me. I struggled less, and that job lasted almost 5 years. In 2018, I got a job in Singapore, and my income tripled. But when the pandemic hit, I had to quit my job in 2021 when the Malaysia-Singapore border closed. That cycle lasted 3 years. Then, just 2 months after I lost that job, my dog Jersey was diagnosed with cancer. I cared for her until she passed in February 2023, and that was a 2-year cycle. By June 2023, my savings ran out, and I had no income. So, I made the decision to live in my truck. But the universe had my back and sent me an angel who offered me a place to stay. While grieving, I learned so much about myself and how the universe always supports me. Applying those lessons, a financial miracle came through, and my homeless cycle ended in a year. Now, I'm in this new cycle that I believe will last less than a year. You see, I've seen so much proof that when I be my true self and follow what excites me, the universe supports me. Things flow easier and miracles happen. So, moving forward, I'm committed to being my true authentic self the best I can. I'm going to start accepting and loving myself again. Recently, I found out I might have ADHD and could be on the autistic spectrum. For years, I used to get so frustrated with myself because I kept falling into financial problems. It's like I have so many ideas for businesses that I want to pursue, but I can't seem to stick to just one. At the same time, I don't really want to work for anyone or be tied down to a regular job. People don't see it, but there is this constant battle going on in my head, and it is exhausting. About a year ago, I watched a video by Till Swan called Double Down or Choose to Change. Up until now, I had always chosen to change, following the advice to specialize or pick one thing, but that never worked for me. So now, I'm doubling down on being my true self. I'm going to follow what excites me. My new mantra for this next chapter of my life is, I get paid large sum of money to exist. If this resonates with you and you want to see how the universe truly works, go ahead, like and subscribe to my channel. I see you in the next timeline.